Animals come from over 10 countries. Our borders are too porous. So diseases are easily transmissible from those borders to here. Great public importance that we should close all these illegal abattoirs. We have over 200 regulated vehicles that have been provided to carry wholesome meat certified by professionals from the good abattoirs to the market.
Well, it is bad enough that people are displaced by flood, communal clashes, and insurgency in their own country. But what do you make of people who are still struggling to find their feet while living in shanties with no meaningful means of livelihood? That's the situation in a settlement in the Federal Capital Territory, where over 100 Nigerians live in makeshift houses. Our correspondent Paul Nwachukwu was in the community when inhabitants recount their ordeal.
This area will pass for a jungle with no human lives. However, the sight of what can pass as someone's habitation should trigger some curiosity. This makeshift bridge is the only way to access the community. This is a colony of destitute and internally displaced persons. They have come from different parts of the country, running away from situations like flood, insecurity and communal clashes. Beatsman Job is from Plateau State. He relocated to Abuja during the communal clash in Shandam. He lives in this uncompleted building with his wife and 6 children. He works as a security man and does some form of subsistence farming to keep his family. However, the situation they have found themselves is not conducive.
As you see me, so unlike you that say I like to stay here in a condition where I will take myself to go where I will get myself. I don't know where. Then I will just manage. I don't want to stay here.
The children are vulnerable to diseases and often fall ill. Despite the health hazard, the people make do with water from this river, which is further worsened by the non-availability of social infrastructure. They are appealing to government to come to their aid.
We they go river, go carry water. And now we they take cook, they take washcloth, we they drink them.
Bana jin dadi anan ba ai zamana ya kama mu dole ne ai saboda da muna saman can ne da muka je aiki mun zo mun ga ayyuko ne kone an kone kayakin mu duka ba abin da muka fita rai ne mu ramu ne kadai kawai ya fita to mun da mun zo mun zauna nan muna da manesha nan din ne zamanan ai ba da son mu bane.
What's really interesting is that some of them come from states that have a thriving government. And we believe that it is the duty of the state government to see to evacuation centers for people who have been displaced or don't have anywhere to go, whether flood or insurgency or communal clash, whatever be the situation.
Fortunately, the federal government, through the Ministry of Women Affairs, recently started a social welfare scheme aimed at improving the living standard of distressed Nigerians.
My ministry plans and executes various forms of interventions with a view providing support, relief, and empowerment of the vulnerable groups, including the empowerment of families in their need of support.
The likes of Mr. Job and his family are barely surviving here, and they can only hope that someday help comes from somewhere soon. Paul Nwachukwu, Channels Television News.
Still ahead on the news at 10, our focus on the plight of widows in Nigeria. Do join us again.
Hey, how are you?
Yes, Grandma, what are you eating tonight?
Indomie.
There's no noodles like Indomie noodles. That's why generations of caring mothers trust Indomie.
Mama do good, she do good. Mama way good to us. She do good, she give us Indomie. She do good, Indomie sweet well. Indomie.
Indomie noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
When I was younger, my generation ate Indomie regular chicken. But as I grew older, I needed more. And there, Indomie gave me more with the Indomie Super Pack. I grew much older and my appetite got even bigger, and there came Indomie Hungry Man size. I don't know how Indomie manages to fill my stomach every time.
Indomie 210 grams, Hungry Man size. You wanted more, you have more.
Get it today.
Across our markets, we've helped boost trade flows to keep industries running and keep livelihoods going. Because when it's business as usual, life continues as normal. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Your mom loves you. Every little soft inch of you. Tetmosol Baby Soft, keeping every inch perfect. Just like you. A Tetmosol baby is a happy baby.
Let us join hands with the Lagos State Government and Lagos Waste Management Authority to keep our environment clean with up-to-date technology. A well-trained, dedicated staff, LOMA, is delivering efficient service to the generality of Lagosians, from our streets to our waterways, from medical waste to non-biodegradable waste, providing waste bag and container bin to recycling our various wastes for further use. LOMA Resource Buyback Program that compares to none, whilst empowering the private sector for effective service delivery. Let us make a concerted effort to dispose our waste selectively, wisely, for a cleaner environment.
We are still on the journey, and we will not lose focus and rest on our own.
Welcome back to the news at 10. Residents of Esokutan community in Calabar, the Cross River State capital, have decried the activities of petroleum tanker drivers in their residential areas, which now poses environmental pollution to the community. They're appealing to the relevant agencies to check the menace before it gets out of control. Our community report today takes us to Esokutan, where the roads have been taken over by petroleum tankers.
Etisalat, now you're talking.
Esokutan is a small community in Calabar municipality which plays host to petroleum tank farms, schools, religious institutions, as well as offices and residential homes. This is the common sight when entering into the community. Tankers packed at both sides of the road, most times hindering the free flow of traffic, which residents say could cause accidents.
They are not supposed to be parking here. Government should provide a better place for them to park, because of all these young small cars coming. Some of them don't have light, and these drivers are reckless, so they can cause a lot of accidents around this place. So it's not supposed to be parked.
To me, I feel it's like a very dangerous venture to take place. You notice most of our pathworks now are all broken because of the tanker drivers, and most times the park making it very difficult for the cars to pass by, and most times causes hold-up.
The tanker drivers, however, have their own stories to tell. According to them, they're compelled to cough out some prohibitive fees, while at the same time having to contend with inadequate facilities.
We have nowhere to park now. We should park on the road now. If you park on the road, we should park on the road. Maybe if we should do like that, they will take. Maybe they will be serious of this thing. Because if we don't do like that, they can't be serious. Let's do like that. That will be more better. They can take action.
This place where would they park here? The money we they give us now is too much. So already we they pay 700 before to come out for this gate. But now they say now every 6 days, whether I'm to park or whether I sleep, they must pay 700, and you know the possible. Here there's no toilet, no bedroom, no water, no anything inside. Even no work.
Government on its part insists it has not folded its arms and merely watched. The state governor has asked the National Assembly to put in place a proper legislation in the country to regulate the siting of petroleum tank farms in order to check the pollution to host communities. Governor Liel Moke made this request when he received members of the House